yeah, never switch on the homies in the day ones.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Matt, and today we're taking a look at my everyday carry for 2024. So I haven't done one of these videos in a minute, but I've changed my whole setup quite a bit in terms of just like my keys, wallet, phone case, everything like that has changed quite a lot. So I feel like we have a lot to talk about today. So let's get into it. So the first thing I grab whenever I leave the house has to be my keys. So let's talk about those. So this right here is my key fob. I drive a Mini Cooper, so they decided to put this giant key fob to make up for the fact that I have such a small car. No, but really, this thing's massive. I know I have a lot of other big accessories on this key, but the key fob is so damn big. So let's talk about this key organizer. So you probably noticed there's not much jingling going on with my keys, and that's because I'm using this by Orbitkey. It is a brown leather key organizer, and I love the quality of this thing. It's worn quite a bit because I've been using it for a few months now, but it does sort of patina over time. But also Orbitkey do a variety of accessories. So they also do this bottle opener right here, which also acts as a ruler. There's also like a file on there as well. And they also make this really awesome USB memory stick. So this is USB-C, 64 gigabytes. This is really handy if I want to move files from my phone to my laptop, or I want to just, pull out some files from a friend's computer and bring them home with me. It's always handy to have a memory stick on hand. So now let's talk about my AirTag. So I do have a little engraving on the back of the P symbol. I feel like having an AirTag is so useful. I always am the type of person to misplace my keys. So being able to open up the Find My app and immediately see exactly where the keys are is really convenient to me. It also reassures me that if I lose my key, which also means I'm losing my memory stick as well as my car key, that I can find it because there's an AirTag on here. The case I'm using on my AirTag is by a company called Pitaka. So I've shown off some of their iPhone cases, but they also make this ridiculously cool AirTag case. So this thing is solid metal, like it's really premium feeling, and it's a multi-tool. So you can go ahead and pull out like a hex screwdriver, as well as a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead. And there's also a tiny little knife in here as well. So you never know when you're gonna need any of these tools, but it's super convenient having them on your key. It is a bit heavy, but it is really premium, and I like the multi-tool features, so that's why I use it. So this is something I picked up recently. You're probably wondering what this giant box is on my key fob. So this is by a company called RollingSquare. It's called the Tau2, and it's a super small portable battery pack that goes onto your keys. And you can go ahead and just simply pull, and the battery pack comes off. And inside you have a built-in Lightning as well as USB-C cable. So you can go ahead and charge up your devices from this little battery pack. So it is a 2000 milliamp hour cell, which is really amazing in this small form factor. You can charge up your iPhone halfway just from this on your keys, so you don't have to worry about your phone dying anymore. The coolest part to me is it comes with a magnetic dock, so whenever you're done with your keys, you come in from work or whatever, you can go ahead and connect it to the dock. It holds your keys, which is really nice, but it also charges up the battery pack, so you're juiced up for whenever you need another emergency charge. So I really like this thing. I literally just got it a couple days ago. I've used it already a couple times, and I can imagine this thing coming in so handy. So if you want to pick one up, link again to this will be down below. So next up, I'm talking about my wallet. So this was the wallet I used to use. It's by Esker. It is a really nice leather wallet. Inside you have some spaces to put your cards. And the coolest part is you have this spring-loaded button. So if you press that, it pops up with all your cards, and you can easily go ahead, and pull them out. But honestly, it got pretty uncomfortable in my pocket because this thing is really solid. Like this part here is made of metal, and it kind of digs into your leg a bit. So I don't really use it much anymore, but it is definitely really cool. There's also a slot on the back to put in your AirTag, but it's just very bulky. It is very thick, especially with that AirTag slot on the back. And yeah, I just wanted something a little bit thinner. So right now I'm using this wallet right here from Louis Vuitton. This is a card holder, so it doesn't have all the folding parts. It doesn't really hold coins. It does have this part in the middle where you could put some cash or receipts. And then you have these outer parts where you can put your cards on either side. And it does hold quite a few. Like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards in here, which is pretty impressive. And inside the middle, I actually have this. So this right here is an AirCard by RollingSquare. It connects in the Find My app, and it looks really cool as well. It's completely transparent. You can see all the electronics in here, but it allows you to find your wallet if you lose it without actually cramming an AirTag in here, because AirTags are pretty thick and this card is very, very thin. So you can just slide this in any wallet and immediately use the Find My app to track it, which is pretty awesome. It also has this NFC coil, so you can go ahead and tap the card on the back of someone's phone and it will open up your own digital business card with all your links to your social media accounts, your email, contact information. So, if you want a digital business card, this is like a 2-in-1. And if they don't have NFC, you can just scan this QR code and get the same menu. So now let's talk about the smartphone that I carry around with me in my pocket. So most of you know I'm a dual smartphone user. I do Android videos, I do iOS videos. So I have a Pixel 8 Pro in this nice bay blue color and an iPhone 15 Pro Max in titanium black. I did daily and use the Pixel 8 Pro for like 4 or 5 months, and this is a solid phone. I absolutely love this. But I always found that I needed the iPhone on the side as a secondary phone, because even though the Pixel is great at pictures and videos, quality when uploading to social media really sucks. And obviously, it's my job to do social media, to make videos and to post things. So I feel like I always went back to the iPhone because the iPhone is just much better quality when it comes to uploading those photos. And also, in terms of like color grading raw pictures, the iPhone pictures are so much easier to grade than the ones on the Pixel. So I personally found that I would always bring my iPhone with me when I was using the Pixel, but now I've switched over to use the iPhone. I find I don't actually need to carry the Pixel with me because the iPhone pretty much does everything I would want it to do on like a daily basis. But I really love this phone. It is absolutely sick in this sort of titanium black color. I love the rails, how they're like a matte finish this year. I wasn't really a fan of the glossy finish last year. It just got really fingerprinty, and I know the titanium does, but it just looks so much better. It's like a brushed metal. Today's video is sponsored by Obsbot, and we're taking a look at their new Tiny 2 webcam. Whether you're hosting a meeting, live streaming, or just in general recording content, this webcam has everything you would need. In terms of specs, the webcam packs a super large 1/1.5 inch CMOS 50 megapixel sensor with an aperture of f1.9, meaning it works great in all scenarios, especially low light. It overall produces a great image that looks comparable to a mirrorless camera, honestly, and it's even capable of filming up to 4K 30fps or 1080p at 60fps. What really sets this webcam apart is the fact that there's a 2-axis gimbal built into it, so it allows it to not only turn left and right, but also up and down, so it can follow you around the room and track you and perfectly keep you in frame. It has a field of view of 85.5 degrees, so you get a really nice wide shot, and with the Obsbot software, the camera can actually track your body in detail, so not only follow you around, but it can track your hands up close and even your face. Or if you don't want to get your face in the shot, there's even an option for that too. But here's where the webcam gets fun. You can control this thing through gestures. So you can use hand gestures to zoom in and out, lock the position, and even use voice commands to put the camera to sleep and wake it up. And overall, it's just super intuitive and perfect for anyone out there looking to upgrade their webcam setup. This has a dual omnidirectional microphone built directly in it, featuring noise reduction software and automatic gain control, so your voice is always going to be super crisp and it's never going to be distorted or too loud. This is how the audio sounds directly inside the built-in camera microphones. In terms of compatibility, this webcam works with Windows and Mac and is super simple to set up using the Obsbot software. So if you want to pick one up, make sure to use the link down below. Thank you Obsbot for sponsoring this video. In terms of the case, if you're curious, I am using this case by OpenCase. So it's a really premium leather case. It's on Kickstarter right now. And the final version will actually be made of like a vegan leather, so slightly different to this one, but it will pretty much look the same. The reason this case has such a big cutout is for when you stick on your MagSafe accessories. So normally when you put an Apple Wallet on the back of your phone, it's always gonna slide off. Like no matter how strong the magnet is, when you push, it's gonna slide off the edge of the phone. But having this indentation, like the cutout in the case, it means that the case doesn't slide off the phone when you're holding it or when you're putting it in your pocket. It's overall a lot thinner as well because you don't have that extra piece of material. And it just makes MagSafe accessories so much more secure on your phone. they make an Apple Wallet, similar to the official Apple one. You know, you can slide your cards out of the back here, and it's made of full leather, which is super nice. They also do this pop socket one, which magnet is super strong, a lot stronger than the wallet. And that allows you to actually grip your phone using this holder at the back, and it means that you're not going to drop it, you know, if you're using it one-handed or whatever. And if you don't want to use any accessories, you can use this filler plate. So just pops on the back there and it turns it into a normal case. You have this cutout here so you can easily go ahead and pull it off when you do want to use your MagSafe accessories. But I personally like it without anything there. I think it looks really unique, and I like to feel the back of the phone. If you do want to help support OpenCase, then you can check out the links and details down below. I believe they have a Kickstarter and they're trying to raise money to actually make this case. But yeah, this unit I have so far is genuinely awesome. It's one of my favorite cases, so hopefully they succeed. So I'm just going to show you now a couple accessories that I often bring around with me if I'm going on like a long trip. So these aren't things I carry daily, but the first one is a Moft MagSafe battery pack. So this thing is super small, a little bit thicker than an Apple Wallet, maybe like twice as thick, but it just uses MagSafe to go in the back of your phone, and it juices up your device while on the go without having cables dangling down. And overall, it's just really slim and sleek, and I like how it's like a black leatherette material because it goes really well with all my cases. Moft also make this tripod stand, so this is a really thin MagSafe-like wallet. Not a wallet, it's just a stand, but it kind of looks like a wallet. And it folds out into this huge tripod-like stand, so you know you can use it as an actual tripod to film content, do video calls. You know, you can put your phone in landscape mode and watch content when you're like traveling. It's super handy whenever you just need like a stand to like prop up your phone. You can also stand it like this as well, so you can just put it down. You know, you can watch your content, even set it next to your laptop to check your notifications or whatever. Really convenient, and it just folds on down to this ultra thin form factor to the point where you barely even notice it's on the back of your phone. So I really like this thing. It's actually one of my favorite accessories that I've ever used. So let's talk about music. So when I'm out and about, I usually don't use my headphones, which are the Bose QC35 Mark IIs. These are awesome, by the way. I use them all the time when I'm indoors editing. Yeah, if I want to listen to some music, these are my go-tos. But if I want to go out and about, obviously, I want something light that I can fit in my pocket. So my two choices are the AirPods Pro and the Pixel Buds Pro. So Pixel Buds Pro sound better to me. There's a lot more bass. They get a little bit louder. The only thing is they're just not as comfortable as the AirPods, and also not as seamless, and like the microphone isn't as good and things like that. So, you know, there's pros and cons between both of these. But I usually do go to the Pixel Buds if I know I'm just going to listen to music. If I know I'm going to be having like phone calls or meetings or whatever, I bring the AirPods because they're just a lot clearer for vocals, and they're just better in terms of the microphone. And I like how you have that clicking button on the stem. It allows you to just pause the audio as well as use Siri really easily. On the Pixel Buds, you have this touchpad, but honestly, I get a lot of false triggers. And all the time, it's skipping songs and pausing when I just don't want it to, and it gets really frustrating. And also, the Pixel Buds just aren't as comfortable in general, so if I'm going to be using earbuds for a long period of time, then I have to go with the AirPods Pro. I really should pick up a new version of these. These are just version 1, but they do the job. They sound pretty decent to me. They're still Lightning, which kind of sucks, but I just charge them up using wireless charging. But yeah, that's what I use. In terms of the watch, I am using an Apple Watch Series 6, so obviously this is a pretty old Apple Watch at this point, but it does everything I need. The screen looks fine to me. I have the black model, so you can't really see the bezels and how thick they are. So really, it looks pretty similar to me to the new models. But in terms of the watch strap, I'm using this brown leather strap by Andar. It's called TheWatchStrap. So if you're looking for something like this that's fairly vintage, and you know you like the brown leather color, then I'd highly recommend you check it out. Again, links to this will be down below. I got this a couple weeks ago and I'm really liking it. It's really comfortable and it just feels really premium. So yeah, I definitely like this thing. Apple Watch is just an Apple Watch, you know, comes in handy for heart rate, my fitness, things like that. But I want to talk to you guys about something else. This right here. So this is a smart fitness tracking ring by Ultrahuman. It's called the Ultrahuman Ring Air, and this thing is so sleek. There's so much tech packed into this ring, and it pretty much does everything a smartwatch would do. It can track your temperature, your heart rate, your sleep, whether you're waking up or moving around in the night. The ring itself is made of tungsten, so there's no play in it. It's super solid, feels really premium, and they do a variety of different colors. I have the Aster Black, which is my absolute favorite. And something so convenient about this over a smartwatch is you kind of forget you're wearing it after a while, and you only need to charge it once every week. So throw it on a charger a few hours and then you're good for a week. You can wear it all day, all night, sleep in it, and you just don't have to worry about charging it like you would a smartwatch. The best part of the ring is once you purchase it, you don't need any subscription model to actually make use of all the features. So Ultrahuman make an app, and inside the app, you can view all of your steps, your calories burned, your elevation, all your fitness type things, but it's mostly geared towards sleep and recovery. So all the details are inside the sleep menu. It shows your sleep efficiency. It shows you when you've woken up in the night, if you've had the sweats, a high temperature, high heart rate. It will show you all that information inside of here, and it will keep track of your sleep over long periods of time to see if there's any adjustments in your sleeping patterns. The best part of the ring to me is that it syncs directly with Apple Health. So when I don't want to wear a smartwatch, I can wear a nice original watch and wear this ring, and I'm still getting all the fitness tracking ability while wearing a standard watch. A new feature just added a couple days ago is the stress tracking feature. So now the ring can actually use all the metrics and all the data from your health to determine how stressed you are. So, if you're stressed out one day, you can check in the app and see how stressed you are, and it will give you tips on breathing patterns to reduce stress. But they've also added things like a calorie counter where you can add in all the food you're consuming, and it's going to keep track of, the calories you've had in, the calories you've burned. There's so much information inside of this app when it comes to health, and I absolutely love this thing. It's been a real game changer to me. I've actively been trying to improve my health and improve my sleep and all these things, and I really feel like the Ultrahuman Ring has helped me a lot. If you look back on some of my past videos, I look maybe like a bit chubbier or a bit more tired. I feel like this right here has helped me combat those problems, and it's not sponsored at all, but I genuinely just really enjoy wearing this thing. So yeah, if you're looking for something like this, use my link down below. It is an affiliate link, so it will help me out, but all my opinions are completely my own. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I carry around with me on my person. Obviously, sometimes I bring my laptop with me, sometimes I'm bringing camera gear, but on me as a person, yeah, I'm using the ring, the watch, wallet, keys, all that stuff, and of course the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So if you want to stick around to see more content or help support me in general, make sure to use some of my affiliate links. You can check out my wallpaper packs on my store. So this is my new wallpaper pack called Molten Dreams. There's a discount code down below if you want to pick it up. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.